Have you ever noticed who is the most powerful person in the room? Is it the one talking the loudest? Is it the one bragging about their achievements? Is it the one trying to prove they are right? No. The most powerful person in the room is usually the quietest. While everyone else is revealing their cards, the quiet person is observing. They are calculating. They are analyzing. They know something that the noisy people do not. They know that silence is power. We live in a noisy world. Everyone is fighting for attention. Everyone is screaming, "Look at me! Listen to me!" But in this chaos, silence becomes a weapon. Silence makes you unpredictable. Silence makes you dangerous. And silence makes you free. Today, we are going to dive deep. We are not just talking about being quiet. We are talking about weaponized silence. We are going to explore the psychology, the neuroscience, and the dark strategy behind keeping your mouth shut. By the end of this video, you will understand why you should never tell anyone your plans, and you will learn how to use silence to control any situation. This is the masterclass on self-control. Let's start with a brutal truth. Why do people talk so much? Psychology says excessive talking is a sign of insecurity. When you meet someone who cannot stop talking, what are they really doing? They are seeking validation. They are begging for approval. They are terrified of the awkward pause. They talk because they are empty inside. They need the external noise to drown out their internal demons. But here is the danger. When you talk, you reveal yourself. You reveal your intentions. You reveal your weaknesses. You reveal your plans. Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War, said, "Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night." If you tell people your plans, you give them the power to destroy them. If you tell people your insecurities, you give them the weapon to hurt you. If you tell people your opinions, you make yourself predictable. And in the game of power, predictability is death. The moment people know what you want, they can manipulate you. The moment they know what triggers you, they can control you. Noise is vulnerability. Silence is a shield. Robert Greene, in his book, The 48 Laws of Power, wrote, "Always say less than necessary." Let's look at history. Louis XIV, the Sun King of France. He was one of the most powerful monarchs in history. When his ministers came to him with urgent problems, with bad news, with gossip, they would talk for minutes. They would explain. They would argue. And do you know what the king would say? He would look at them, pause, and say only 3 words. "I shall see." And then he would walk away. That silence was terrifying. His ministers did not know what he was thinking. Was he angry? Was he pleased? Was he planning to execute them? They didn't know. So, they tried to guess. They worked harder to please him. They revealed more information than they intended. The king's silence forced them to show their card, while he kept his hidden. You can use this today in a negotiation, in an argument, in a job interview. When you say less than necessary, you appear more profound. You appear more in control. Once you have said your part, stop. Do not fill the silence. Let the silence sit there. Let it make the other person uncomfortable. The person who breaks the silence first is usually the loser. Now, let's look at the brain. What happens to your biology when you shut up? Science shows that noise creates stress. Even if you are not aware of it, constant noise releases cortisol, the stress hormone. It kills your focus. It damages your memory. It keeps your brain in survival mode. But silence? Silence regenerates the brain. A study from Duke University found that 2 hours of silence per day creates new cells in the hippocampus. That is the part of the brain responsible for learning and memory. Think about that. Silence literally grows your brain. When you are silent, your brain switches from external attention to internal reflection. This is called the default mode network. This is where creativity happens. This is where complex problem solving happens. This is where you figure out who you really are. You cannot find yourself in the noise. You can only find yourself in the quiet. If you feel lost, it is because you are too loud. This brings us to Stoicism. The Stoics believe that self-control is the highest virtue, and the ultimate test of self-control is the ability to not react. Imagine someone insults you. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Imagine someone disrespects you at work. Your animal instinct screams, "Fight back!" Yell, "Defend yourself!" But what happens if you do? You lose your frame. You drag yourself down to their level. You give them power over your emotions. The Stoic master chooses silence. Silence is the ultimate sign of contempt. It says, your words are not even worth a response. There is nothing more insulting to an enemy than to be ignored. It destroys their ego. They want a reaction. They want drama. When you give them silence, you starve them. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Be the rock that the waves crash against. The waves scream and crash. The rock stands silent. Eventually, the waves get tired. The rock remains. Let's talk about social dynamics. Let's talk about attraction. Why is the strong, silent type so attractive? It is not a cliche. It is psychology. We are attracted to what we cannot fully understand. We are attracted to mystery. When you tell everyone everything about your life, you become boring. You become an open book. There is nothing left to discover. But when you speak less, people start to wonder, what is he thinking? What is he working on? What is his story? Their imagination fills in the gaps. And human imagination is always more powerful than reality. By staying silent, you allow people to project their fantasies onto you. You become a magnet. People lean in to hear what you have to say because you rarely say anything. Scarcity creates value. If gold was everywhere, it would be worthless. If your words are everywhere, they are worthless. Make your words rare. Make them gold. Now, let's go deeper. Let's talk about the most dangerous form of silence, solitude. Most people are terrified of being alone. Pascal said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Why are you afraid of silence? Because in the silence, you have to face yourself. You have to face your failures. You have to face your regrets. You have to face the fact that you are not where you want to be. Noise is your distraction. Silence is your mirror. But if you want to change your life, you must enter the silence. This is what we call monk mode. For a period of time, you cut off the world. You stop socializing. You stop consuming. You go into the cave. In that cave, you build. You build your body. You build your mind. You build your business. You work in the dark so you can shine in the light. Real growth does not happen at the party. Real growth happens in the empty room at 4 a.m. It happens when there is no applause. It happens in the silence. So, how do you master this power? You cannot just decide to be silent. You have to train for it. Here is your protocol. Step 1, the pause. Before you answer any question, pause for 3 seconds. Count in your head. 1, 2, 3. It will feel awkward. Good. It shows you are thinking. It shows confidence. It gives you time to decide, does this need to be said? Step 2, the 80-20 rule. In any conversation, listen 80% of the time. Speak 20% of the time. Be the observer. Gather information. Let the other person empty their bucket. The more they talk, the more you learn. The more you talk, the more you lose. Step 3, no explanations. Stop explaining yourself. If you say no, just say no. Do not give an excuse. I can't come because I have to do X, Y, Z. Stop. Just say, I can't make it. Weak people explain. Strong people decide. Step 4, the silent fast. Once a week, spend 1 hour in total silence. No phone. No music. No books. No talking. Just sit. Watch your thoughts. It will be hard. Your brain will scream for dopamine. But if you can master that hour, you can master your life. Silence is not empty. It is full of answers. We live in a world that is drowning in noise. Be the island of calm. Be the observer in a room full of reactors. When you master silence, you master yourself. And when you master yourself, you master the world. So, here is my challenge to you. For the next 24 hours on this, say less than necessary. Observe more. Speak less. See how the world changes around you. See how people react to you. Are you ready to take control? If you are, comment I am silent below. Let me know that you are part of the 1% who understands this power. If this video gave you value, hit the like button. Share this with someone who talks too much. Reset your mind. Upgrade your life. This is Brain Reboot.